This Essie, the rich woman. Tonight is Monday. Um, I got me some chicken in the air fryer and some corn on the cob on the eye. So this not gonna be a long video. I'm hungry. Oh shoot. I forgot to take my high blood pressure medicine. Hold on a minute. I know it ain't gonna look like I went anywhere because I paused the video. But I wanted to talk about remember the dreams I was having of mass shootings. I saw a club shooting, office shooting, and I saw a shooting at shopping centers. And in the one with the shopping centers, the stores had closed. So my friend a while back, maybe a month ago, I'm guessing, she sent me a video of of this man. In the video, it said he was planning on shooting up an airport. I don't know if it was, I think it was the Atlanta airport. I'm not sure. I think it was the Atlanta airport. But anyway, he brought a big, um, kind of like a big white work truck and parked it in front of the airport. And they say that he went in spying out the place. But they had got a call that he was coming. So they had got tipped off that he was coming. So they were waiting for him. And they approached him while he was in the airport spying out the place. Now, this was a news clipping, a news video that my friend had sent me. I was kind of leery of it because I was like, well, why he just didn't go in there and just start shooting up the place? You know, why did he go in and spy it out? And I guess from what they said, he was gonna go back to his truck and get the weapons and then go back in there. But I just felt like that was I felt a little leery of that one. Not that I want him to go in there and just start shooting everybody, but it just seemed like that's what they would do. Or if because I don't think that this is a lone person that's going to do all these mass shootings unless evil spirits is just jumping into certain people, you know. But I think it's an organized group of people that's going to do it. So it just seemed weird to me. It would seem like they would have someone else to go in there and spy out the place, not him. They would have someone else to go in there and spy out the place and say if it's okay or not, and then he pull up and go in. So I was just kind of leery of that one. But they got detained him and they searched his truck and he had a lot of weapons and all that stuff in his truck. So I was asleep one day, maybe about a week ago, I'm guessing about a week ago. And I had YouTube on my TV. Anyway, I woke up for you know how you wake up when you sleep and you look at the TV or you look at your cell phone, and it was a video of they had went into this house. I guess they were tipped off again, and they went into this house, and it was so many weapons and like automatic machine weapons that they were going to do a mass shooting. So they caught them. But these mass shootings, like I say, I don't believe that it's just individual people. I believe that it's some type of organized group of people that's in various places throughout the United States, that they're going to do these mass shootings. So, because I was, I be thinking about my dreams and everything. And so I thought about that video, and I went looking for the video. I can't find it because I wanted to share it on this video, but I can't find the video. And so I'm like, oh well. Every time I put in the search engine, like mass shootings, police stop mass shootings or whatever, it don't come up. So I don't, maybe I'm putting in the wrong thing. But so because I'm like, I was praying. I'm like, I wish I could be in the room. I wish you could take me in the room, because I know Yahweh can do that. He has taken me into the room of celebrities, and I have seen some things, some things they don't want us to see. I seen. So I was like, I wish you could take me into the room so I can see when these people is planning on doing these things, what day and all that stuff, that they plan on doing it. And if they're going to do it on those actual days, I want to be in the room to hear what days they're going to do it. But to me, I feel like the fact that the police is catching some of these people, um, is a sign. So you're going to always have a sign. I was talking to my auntie on the phone the other night. I think it was last night. Yeah, we talk on the phone a lot. But anyway, I was talking to her on the phone last night. And so we was talking about the AAA toll service card. And so I had told her the story of when I was a public bus driver. One of my coworkers, a male coworker, he was older than me. He'd been at the company longer than me. And he always had like older cars. And so I don't know how we got on the subject of talking about it, me and the coworker, but we had started talking about AAA tow service. And I asked him, I said, you don't have that? And he said, no, he don't have it. I was like, you should have that. Because if your car breaks down, if you get a flat tire, you get locked out of your car, you can call them and they will come. So I was telling her how about when I was talking, the story of when I was talking to him. It was years ago. And so I told her, sure enough, I would say within a month, he called me one night. I had got off work late that night. Was in my bed. It was after, I think a little after midnight. He called me telling me to come to where he is. He pulled over on the freeway. I can't remember if he had a flat or what, but he was pulled over on the freeway, and he wanted me to come to where he was and bring my card, my AAA tow service, so I can call AAA to have them to tow his car. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I was tired. I had worked all day. I don't know if I did an 8-hour shift or a 10-hour shift, but I was tired, and I was a bus driver. So like where he was about maybe 20 to 30 minutes from where I was. And I'm like, no, I'm not going way over there. Um, he got so mad at me. See, he didn't want to come out the pocket to pay for to have his car towed. He didn't want to come out the pocket. He's very, cheap. He cheap. And I mean, he really should have got the tow service card, because that's how cheap he is. It costs. I know when a drunk driver hit my van, the man wanted to charge me $200 for me to tow my van. And so the accident happened in Marietta, and the accident happened in Temecula, and I was in Marietta. So I would say maybe about 10 to 15 minutes away from where the accident was. he wanted to charge me $200. So you know it don't even cost $200 for a triple A tow to get the tow service for a year. It don't cost $200. It's less than that. So and back in that day, I don't know, I'm sure it was less because this was in, let me see, I moved in that apartment in 2002. So yeah, this was in like the 2000s, you know. So I'm sure it was less than that for him to have the car towed. It's probably would have been like around $100 or so. But he was cheap, and he got so angry at me because I wouldn't go to where he was and call AAA. And I'm like, call your wife. And he was like, well, she has the kids, the kids were small. They had small kids. And she has the kids, I'm like, well, you calling me? I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say that to him. But I'm thinking to myself, well, you calling me? I'm not your wife, and I'm thinking to myself, we had just had this conversation, just had it. And if you had went right on and got the tow service, you wouldn't be in this predicament. So I told you guys that story just to tell you that there's always going to be signs before things happen, right? So with him, with me and him talking about the AAA tow service was a sign for him to get the AAA tow service because his car was going to break down on the freeway 3 weeks, 4 weeks later. But he didn't do that. So, because I've been like trying to figure out when is these things going to happen, what I saw in my dream. So now I've been seeing signs of the mass shootings that I've been having in my dreams by the police catching these guys. This is the second one that the police have caught that I'm aware of. So if there's others, I don't know. I only know about two mass shootings that the police, two planned mass shootings that the police has stopped from happening. But there will be others. So this is a sign that it's on the road to happening by the police catching these guys. Believe me, the police is not going to catch them all. So prepare, because this is your sign. Prepare. Because the stores will close. If people are going from shopping center to shopping center shooting, and I was in that dream, I was in a shopping center and I was hanging out with other people, and I could hear from a distance, and I'm like, but I blew it off and we still talking and everything. And then I can hear again. Well, actually, I think this is when someone comes to us and tell us that someone got shot at the Stater Brothers shopping center. A man got shot and killed at the Stater Brothers shopping center. Then, so we was like, what? We like, what? So then I hear another. But this one was closer. So then we all start panicking. And in the dream, because the shopping center I was in, I looked and I saw the stores closed, right? So the gunman hadn't came to the shopping center I was in, not yet. But the stores closed at the shopping center that I was in hanging out. They closed and the cars were leaving. So I'm under the impression in that dream that there was a call ahead to the shopping center. So before the gunman could get to the shopping center that I was in, the stores had already closed and people were already leaving the parking lot. So when I had this dream, I was in my car. So I didn't know in the dream, I didn't know where to go. I didn't have a home in the dream either. So in the dream, I was living in my car, and I'm like, I don't know where to go. Where do I go? Like, should I stay here and hide? So the dream was over. But I just wanted to I just heard my chicken, the bell for my chicken. It has stopped air frying. But I just wanted to make a quick video just to warn you guys that that's a sign. That's a sign that the police is catching these people that are planning mass shootings. So that's your sign, you know. Just like that man we were talking about, the tow service, and then a month later his car break down on the freeway. He didn't do anything about it. That was his sign. So, okay. Oh, and I do want to share a dream I had. It was about a couple of mornings ago. So I thought this dream was something else. It showed me homeless, living in my car, and I was sitting at Starbucks. It was early in the morning, early enough that it's still dark. And so I wasn't sitting in my car. I was sitting by the front door of Starbucks, and I had me some food, and I was eating it like a hamburger and french fries, something like that. And so I'm eating my food. So I see one of the girls, the Starbucks employees, she's walking up because she's going to come and open the door to go in to get ready to open Starbucks. So once I see her coming, I automatically get up off the ground, to move so she can go in. So I got up, I got my food, and I started walking towards my car. I heard her on the way, I heard her say under her breath, um, pathetic. And I said, "Are you calling me pathetic?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "I don't give a damn what you think. And when I get rich, I don't give a damn what you think." And I walked away, and she was looking like she was shocked that I said what I said. And so when I woke up, I was like, wow, I told her. I put her in her place. Yeah, I told her I don't give a damn what you think. And when I get rich, I don't give a damn what you think. I thought that was a cute dream. And a funny dream. Because that is, I always talk like that. I always say, when I get rich, when I get rich. My mother and her friend was here, and I can't remember what the topic of the conversation was. I can't remember. But anytime people be like, you need to put away social security and stuff for when you get older, and you need to do this and you need to do that. I'd be like, I'm gonna be rich. They'd be like, and nobody believes you when you say that. Especially when you're living in your car. Nobody believes you. And so they'd be like, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that. And I'd be like, I'm gonna be rich. I always talk like that. I say, I'm gonna be rich. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna need Social Security if I'm rich. That's how I talk. That's what I tell people. I'm like, I said, okay, well, I guess maybe I can buy some groceries with it. That's what I say to people. But yeah, that's how I talk. So I'm not surprised that I told that Starbucks employee, and when I get rich, I'm not gonna give a damn what you think. All right, so I will talk to you guys another day. Have a good night. Bye.